Shall we have another try? What did I pick? I picked that. And then I picked that. And then I picked that. Then I picked that. Then I must have picked that. Yeah, I did. Okay. I just want to skip through this. Are you going to work this time? So I wasn't even meant to stop there, it just got stuck. Fantastic. This has to be the buggiest act so far. Oh wait, is that where I got to last time? I don't know. Ah, that's what should have happened. Act 4, Scene 8. Salmonidas. Who was Salmonida? This is a sinister place to be. Let's have some Homer exposition. Shannon inspects Homer's eyes. Homer's left eye is clouded by a dense cataract. She can't tell if Homer is staring back or just staring. Oh, poor Homer. She looks a bit longer but can't find any sign of recognition. Oh. Hello out there! Headed up or down? Sometimes I wonder myself. Best never to dive with doubt in your heart, though it can't always be helped. Well, head on upstairs and she'll take care of you. I'll be along in a minute. Okay. You're a giant bell, aren't you, Sam? It's kind of weird. Some people in... Is it a restaurant? Looks like it might be a restaurant. Let's talk to the people. Just in time. We've already finished eating, but we're about to place a to-go order for Clara. She's back on board, getting ready for a show. Take a look at the menu, I'm sure there's something you'll like. Ida is a bit of a local celebrity. For her cooking, I mean. Hey, Ezra was just asking about you. He's around the corner playing a video game. Maybe go let him know you two are back? Or Where's the old man, anyway? Where is the old man? Ah, bad luck. You'll get it next time. Hey, got a quarter? He's almost got this. It's true. Sure, I have 1 quarter. Thank you. So, where's... They took him? Is that why Homer was following that boat of spooky skeletons? Was one of the spooky skeletons now Conway? Oh dear. Damn, yeah. He really got himself in a situation there. Yeah, I'm gonna go sit down. Cool. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't like that. The food is good here. I think everyone else is finishing up, but you could probably get something to go. Alright, Claw Maestro. Let's give it another shot. They're not rigged, because, actually, I was going through some boxes of stuff from when I moved house, and I found 2 sort of aliens. Like, plush alien toy things. And I'm almost certain I got them both from a claw machine. So, let's see what's on the top of the pile here. There's a stuffed octopus, a plastic bag full of clamshells, a cowboy hat, and some big headphones. That octopus has a leg wrapped around a boombox underneath it. The shells are pretty clear, but I don't know if the claw can really grip the bag well. The cowboy hat is in the corner, so it's kind of tricky to tell if it's wedged or not. Those headphones might be a good bet, but I can't see the cord. It might be wrapped around something. What are you going to try for? Headphones. I'll try to get the headphones. Good call. I think that's our best bet. Okay, when I put this quarter in, you'll have about 8 seconds to grab your prize. The headphones are on the right, pretty close to the middle. Let me know if you need help lining it up. I've got a slightly different view of the field from up here. Ready? Here we go. Johnny inserts the coin and the machine awakens. Right. You're too far to the left. Right. Pushes the joystick right. Then ask one more time. 3. Claw hovers halfway along the right wall of the machine. If I ask one more time, I should have 2 left. That should be enough to grab it, shouldn't it? Does this look right? Yeah, looks good to me. Go for it. Okay. Ezra pushes the button to drop the claw. The claw drops. It grabs the headphones. The claw's grasp seems unusually weak on this round, and the headphones tumble back out before they can be retrieved. Ah, you were robbed. I guess the house always wins, except on Tuesdays. A friend of ours always said that. I never really knew what he meant. Oh well. Hey, listen. It sounds like that old man you were following around. I guess he had to leave. Is he okay? Yeah, he's okay. I mean, I'm sure he could be better, but I don't think we need to worry about him. Anyway, I don't know what kind of plans you have now, but if you need help figuring out your next move, you can always talk to me and Miss Junebug. I just wanted to make sure you know that. Ezra should go home. I'll meet up with Julian when we get back above ground and go back to the museum. Oh yeah, he's your brother, you said, right? No, Julian's a fuck-off big bird. Yeah, maybe we still have time to poke around this place a little. They have some pretty wild stuff in here. Hey, did you see this? They keep a table full of fake food over here. I've never known why. Actually, I think it might be real food coated with shellac or something. Preserved and... Oh, look. This tentacle-looking thing is half eaten. This is someone's meal that they didn't finish. I dare you to take a bite. Haha, you first. Okay. Whoa, hold on, I'm just kidding. If Sam and Ida preserved this half-eaten meal, it must have been pretty important to them, right? Maybe it belonged to someone they care about. Like a beloved uncle had a mid-meal stroke, so they kept it in his memory. My folks left behind a bag of sunflower seeds, but I threw it away. I should have kept it, right? Oh, no. I didn't mean that, kid. You don't need to hang on to every little memento. I'm sure you still remember them just fine. Are you worried about them? Yes, it's weird that they just disappeared. Yeah, listen, that's okay to be worried. You're doing fine. Weird. Somehow I thought it was his truck, and delivery and all. It was. That's what she's saying. But he gave it to her before they took him away. But you're going to deliver it anyway? Why? Somebody's waiting for those antiques. Have you got a name? Or just an address? Maybe it doesn't matter. Even having discharged all that whatever it is onto the lawn, I'm sure you'd still have fulfilled your friend's obligation. Johnny and I'll help you unload when we get there. Lift with your legs, Cricket. Yes, ma'am. So, how was everything? How was that sweet cave snail? Ugh. Devastating. You're a killer, Ida. Well, I can't take all the credit. Sam came across a whole cave snail colony down there, just a year back, and we've been leaving rock candy for them to gorge on since. We just started harvesting earlier this month. Yes, it's all about patience down here. Tell me about it. Everything grows more slowly in the dark. There's a fishing lake left that lives to 200 years, and its flavour profile only develops at about 75. I've got a pot of bones in there that's been stewing for at least a week. I don't even remember why I put them on. Come to think of it, I don't even remember what kind of bones they are. Oh, we need one for the road. Clara said she wanted, something primordial, she said. What does that mean? Kate reviews the menu. Yeah, absolutely. I think she meant something from very deep in the lake. Because in the depths of the seas, there are all kinds of creatures that haven't really evolved very much, aren't there? Ah, could be. Hands Shannon the menu. Here, you pick. I'm no good at this. Shannon inspects the menu. Maybe... Salamander. That is quite old. They're largely unchanged, aren't they? They're still lizards. What's on the next page? I think she'd like... No. Maybe... I think she'd like... I just got an achievement for that. Here, you pick. Any more? This is a long menu. Okay, and now it's repeating again, I think. No. It wasn't a blind salamander before, was it? I think she'd like... Shannon turns the page. None of this is working for me. How about... Fuck it, that'll do. Crab log. Simple and not very evolved. Good choice. Your friend will love it. I'll have that right out, sweetie. Ezra leans over the table and carefully examines the preserved food and drink. He gently compresses a pea-sized eyeball on a plate. The eye is hard, like glass. Oh, you like candied fisheye? Most kids are repulsed just looking at them. Which is a shame, because they're really delicious. I have a bowl of them in the kitchen. I'll bring some out. Sorry I startled you, sweetie. Why didn't they finish their meal? Well, they had more than twice as much food as they really needed, so even half was too much. This food is about 15 years old. It's true. Things were different then. Nobody came here to eat. We were fighting just to keep the lights on. Sam, my husband, Sam, was depressed. He couldn't catch anything. That was part of the problem. Most of what we served was shipped in frozen or dried, and I'd just throw it in the fryer. We've both come a long way since then. Well, 2 young men came in for dinner. Seasoned divers, they said. Over 10,000 hours between them in Lake Leth alone. They'd been out all day, salvaging parts from a riverboat wreck, and had worked up a fierce hunger, they said. They ordered the whole menu, without even looking. It was a short menu in those days. I sat them right here, and went back to the kitchen. Sam was at the next table doing his Sudoku and drinking malt liquor, his usual routine at the time. An hour later I was cleaning up when Sam came bursting into the kitchen. "Ida," he said, kind of frantic. "Those divers are still hungry. Bring them another course." And I said, "They already ordered the whole menu." Sam said, "Make something new. Keep making up dishes, whatever. Just keep bringing out food." So I did, until the small hours of the morning. I made up so many new dishes that night, I could write a book. And it was good. Inspired. But I was working so hot and fast at the burning edge of inspiration, I didn't think to write any of it down. I was so wrecked with exhaustion the next day, I knew I couldn't remember what all I'd done in the kitchen. That's not a very good sentence. Sam thought we could take a photograph of the leftovers, but we couldn't get the lighting right, so we just shellacked the whole table. Now when I need inspiration for the menu, I come and look here and think about all those ingenious dishes I threw together for those divers. Of course, they didn't pay their full bill. I heard one of them complaining to the other, "Let's just pay half and let them charge the other half to whatever demon in the kitchen kept making up food faster than we could ask for it." But it all worked out. Things have really turned around since then. This place is actually pretty popular now. The success, and our expanded menu, inspired Sam too. He started bringing back the most magnificent ingredients from his nightly dives. I'd better get to work. Stay right here, sweetie, and I'll bring you a treat on my way back out. Okay. Well, buddy, I guess you're the catch of the day. The one and only. Haha. So, what are you? You look like, well, some kind of eel, I guess? Kind of a mopey little guy, huh? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. You smell like... kind of dusty. Dry. Where the hell have you been swimming? Skin feels like sandpaper. Huh. She'll figure something out. I think I'll call you... oh, I like that. Grit eel. Welcome to Salmon Idas. The one and only grit eel. I hope you enjoy your stay. I mean, not too... Ida was about to write up their check, but I slipped calmly and quietly into the kitchen for a minute and told her to just keep bringing out food. I figured they wouldn't notice, caught up in their boasting as they were, and I wanted to listen. They went back and forth for hours about all the deep and dangerous dives they'd been on, new tunnels they'd discovered, all the weird creatures they'd encountered at the weirdest depths of Lake Leff. It was like a dance. No, like a boxing match. Each story went deeper than the last, and I listened to every word of it. Memorised every description of every tunnel and diving route they'd discovered. That's my map now. You see? For 15 years I've been using routes that these two young divers discussed right there at that table. Yeah, I could write a guidebook to the depths of this lake, but I don't dare. Someone would steal my good fishing spots, and then where would we be? See, people come here from all over just to try our daily catch because they know it's unique. Ain't you proud? Since I can't write any of it down, I just preserved that table where they had their meal so I could cook it and jog my memory. Like, they were eating pickled crab when they talked about that shipwreck full of salamanders. Pretty clever, huh? It's my own secret code. Well, I'll be straight with you, Grit Eel. There is one feature of this arrangement that I find unsettling. In fact, I lose a decent amount of sleep over it. I told you these boys were competing, right? One-upping each other. I mean, each getting wilder and more adventurous as they traded tales. Well, I navigate mostly in the dark down here, just going by touch and the kind of mental picture I can construct from their detailed boasts. And every time I explore a new diving spot from those recollections, I have to weigh it against the risk that I'm headed right into a dangerous falsehood. One of those men could have felt for a moment like he was losing some ground in their little duel, so he could have slipped a fake one in there. Maybe told a fib about some dive he went on and found a colony of blind shrimp living in a discarded refrigerator. And then, when I get down there, my diving bell cracks open on a sharp rock where he said that fridge would be, and that's the end of Sam of Salmonidas. To be honest, that possibility puts a fear of death in me every time I touch water. Hey Sam, good haul tonight? We'll see what she can make of it. Yeah, pretty good I think. I hit some trouble down by the narrow tunnel. Some kind of fast-growing freshwater barnacles just about sealed it up. I picked away for half an hour before I gave up and went round the other way. But I got the catch of the day. That's the important part. That's what people travel for. What's the catch today? This here's a grit eel. Mopey, sandpapery old eel. I don't know how she'll fix him, but that sandpapery quality ought to do something for, what do they call it? Mouthfeel? Will you stay for a drink? I've got dark rum that goes well with coffee, haha. I think we're about to leave, but thanks. Just passing through. Hey, aren't we all? Oh, she's got your food ready. You all enjoy your meal, alright? Oh. Okay, where are they? Where are the guitar people? The folk singers?
This world is not my home.
That's a different feel.
Just passing through. My treasures and my hopes are placed beyond the blue. Many friends and kin have gone on before, and I can feel it at home in this world anymore.
You gonna bring in the harmonies?
Oh Lord,
No.
you know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, oh Lord, what will I do? Angels beckon me to heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. I have a loving mother.
It's okay, but it's closer to Life is Strange than it is to the other chapters.
And I don't expect to stop.
She returns to the tugboat.
Take her hand.
Okay, that was interesting. See that? Just looks like a swirling mess of garbage, doesn't it? Well, that's what it is. I don't know why trash seems to collect right there. Of all the spots on the lake, it's always been that way. Everyone just navigates around it, like it was an island or something. Look closely, you can see some wood scraps from the old canoe rental shop. Gemini Canoe and Firewood. That place was run by twin sisters, Cassie and Paula, I think. This was years ago. They used to rent out canoes to tourists, campers, pilgrims, folks like that. They must have had some kind of deal with the distillery. You'd always see a couple of Hard Times boys posted up on the dock, peddling small bottles to their customers. Cassie and Paula worked those old canoes to death, wrung every penny out of them. They'd only take one out of commission when it was truly demonstrably dangerous. But you couldn't get a refund unless your boat was visibly taking on water. The side business in Firewood was a stroke of minor genius. Yeah, this cluttered place makes a decent local museum. It's as good a history as I could ever tell. We arrived at a small houseboat neighbourhood that sometimes hosted concerts for the pleasure of its residents, where Clara was scheduled that night to perform. Oh, did we? Do we go in? Ah, good. So, do I want to help Clara practice, or do I want to watch this show? Junebug and Johnny watched the show from the dockyard with the others. Act 4, Scene 9. A neighbourhood. Oh, the theremin, I remember. Ah. I remember this. Told you so. Yeah, you don't have to say it. Only because it's always true. She played at the flower shop. Cyrano opened. He was having trouble with his tape machine. So he just droned out on the lap steel. He got really into it. And he went for, like, forever. Everyone was falling asleep. Not everyone. I remember the air was warm, perfumed. You were playing with some petals you found on the floor. And I was looking at the ceiling. I remember the ceiling was glass. During the week, that room was a greenhouse. I don't know where they put all the plants when they had bands in. Maybe outside if the weather was nice. It was nice that night. Warm. Smelled like spring. I remember the folding chairs. So uncomfortable. But I guess it was their only option. They had to pack everything up during the week so there'd be room to display the flowers. The tape stuff sounds good. The kid's doing a good job. Yep, he's a natural born tape player. I was talking to him back at Salmonidas. He seems a little lost. Another lost soul. Well, he's in good company. Maybe he could travel with us for a bit. I'm not sure that's a good idea. I also am not sure that a small orphan child travelling around with I don't know what they are. New wave band is a plan. We're in the back. Just watching Cyrano. Cyrano was really getting into it. We studied his technique. He plays it with the back of a pocket knife. Have you ever noticed that? I wonder why. I should have asked. I watched for a while before I noticed you'd left to wander. Of course I followed. If I sound hesitant or something, it's just... When I met you, when we met, we were nothing. Just these little grey shadows. And we grew and filled in. But we did all that together. Ezra? Sure, he's just a kid, but he's already a person. What would that do to our system? Our chemistry? We stepped outside into the warm night air. We turned left into an alley. We wandered between some low houses and came out onto an empty street. Hey, I got the masters for the new record back from Laser. They're okay, but What? You listened to them without me? You were at the pet shop. I didn't think I could tear you free. Oh, okay. Anyway, there are a few spots where the string's distorted a little, and the whole thing has way too much reverb. But overall, it sounds pretty good. The new drum machine fits right into the mix. Nice! The only question is how to do it live. I can't control the drum machine and sing and dance at the same time. And you've got your hands full of guitar. We stepped into a 24-hour convenience store. I remember the radio was playing some old Patsy Cline, right? Or was it Connie Smith? The clerk was reading one of those conspiracy/celebrity gossip/Bigfoot sighting newspapers. Oh yeah, one of those. We didn't buy anything. We made our way back to the greenhouse. We must have taken a shortcut or something, because I don't remember the walk back at all. We got to the greenhouse just as Clara was tuning up. She relaxed her shoulders, took a deep breath, raised both hands into their precise positions, and the room started shaking. Clara hit a note that made the glass rattle in sympathy a perfect 2 octaves lower. She looked like a sorceress, tearing down the building with an effortless wave and incredible focus, coaxing the empty air out into some kind of moaning, rattling demon. That's the thing about the theremin. It's the only instrument you never touch. Is it? Not anymore. You got a laser harp. You could see a wave of concern propagating through the greenhouse. People looking up at the trembling glass ceiling, looking at each other to see if anyone else was worried, trying to catch Clara's eye and discern if she was doing it on purpose or not, if she was really trying to bury us all in glass. So, listen, if that kid really wants to tag along, and you really want to try making this a trio, then I guess... think you could teach that kid to play a drum machine. Ma'am, I could teach your dog to play a drum machine. Well, to be fair, if he can work a tape recorder, he can work a drum machine. A lot of the difficulty is in programming it. The performing of it should be relatively simple. Well, that'll be our backup plan. It was a tense 5 minutes. We, the audience, alternated between fearing for our lives and lamenting hers that could have given her the kind of emotional experience to play this devastating song. Then slowly, Clara's hands came to rest. The theremin went quiet, the glass stopped rattling, and the room relaxed, unharmed. That was a story. They do a lot of long rambling stories in this, but I like that one. Our passengers, one lighter, disembarked at the mail stop by the silo. I couldn't seem to get that old truck started up again, but we managed to roll it off the barge with only a minor scrape or two. At the last minute, Clara decided to travel with them for a while. Kate and I said goodbye to our friends, new and old, and the mucky mammoth rumbled on down the echo. Well, it's not that I didn't like Kate. Oh, Act 4, Scene 11. Silo of Late Reflections. It's not that I didn't like Kate and Tim. Was it Tim? It's just that they weren't interesting. And their boat was a pain in the arse because it kept bugging the game. So I'm happy to be rid of them. What's this place like? Dogwood Drive? It's in a small town, or... I really don't know. I've got the manifest the old man had in his truck here. Reading. Lisette's Antiques. Mail order delivery. No return address. Shipping address. 5 Dogwood Drive. Packing list. And then it's just numbers. I guess the inventory numbers of the antiques he was supposed to be delivering. Anyway, I'm glad you're coming with us. Yes, I'm always eager to see more of the country, and I enjoy the company. I will have to find a bus or a train to get to Nashville by evening. Well, they have buses everywhere, right? Or, hey, I could drive you to Nashville. Seems I have a truck now. Only, how are we going to get out up these stairs? That's quite a staircase. Is there another route? A tunnel or something? No way out but up. I guess we could wait for the mammoth to come back around to take us a little further down, but that won't be until late afternoon. Looks like we're making the rest of this trip on foot. Oh, does that mean we're coming to the end? Is it safe to just leave the truck here? Sure. I don't think anyone but us could get it started again. That's true. Alright, Cricket. Let's get this delivery packed and tied into bundles. We're hiking it upstairs. What's in there? Antiques, I guess. Antiques? Yeah, antiques are... It's like junk, but people will pay for it. That's the best description I've ever heard. I love it. Oh. Sorry, I guess you'll be taking the bus after all. It's okay. It'll be an adventure. Shannon sighs and stretches. Tired? Don't worry, lady. We're almost there. I think we are. Where are you going, Ezra? Oh, back of the truck, of course. Is that it? Is it bugged again? No, that's it. End of Act 4. Okay, that was up and down. I mean, I liked some of the stories. I did not like the bugs. And I didn't like some of the more rambly stories. Some of them just weren't interesting. Johnny and Junebug's story about Clara's concert was wonderful. I liked that. And I don't particularly like that Conway turned into a spooky skeleton without me realising. That's quite sad. Maybe I just wasn't being observant enough. I knew there was spooky skeletons following us in a boat. Like 2 of them. I assumed the boat with 3 of them in it was just another boat. I didn't think it was the same boat each time they kept passing. I thought it was several boats, so when I saw one with 3 in, I didn't think there was anything weird about it. I suppose I should have been tipped off by Homer trying to go after it, but no. Too subtle for me. Oh well, I guess that's it. I'll have to see what Un Pueblo de Nada has in store next time. I'm very sorry if I've said that wrong. I do not speak Spanish. I think that's Spanish, isn't it? Looks Spanish. Okay, I'm leaving it there.